Hello students, today we will see the next illustration number 3. See the question, I'll read out the question. From the following information relating to the income of a cooperative society for the year 2019-20, you are required to compute its total income and the amount of tax payable thereon for the assessment year 2020-21. The society is primarily engaged in the manufacturing and marketing of fruits products, cottage industry. Under that, income from manufacturing and market of fruit products rupees 1,80,000, interest on deposit with Central Cooperative Society rupees 1,16,000, income from other business rupees 1,48,000, income from collective disposal of labor of its members rupees 1,16,000, interest received on securities rupees 1,09,000, long-term capital gain rupees 1,25,000, rent received from house property rupees 1,10,000, income from lottery rupees 1,12,000, dividend from Indian company rupees 1,08,000. So with this information we have to compute the total income of a cooperative society. So it is a cooperative society which is primarily engaged in the manufacturing and marketing of fruits products. So it is a cottage industry also, and they can claim deduction under section 80p. So if this cooperative society engaged in this manufacturing and marketing of fruits products. So now we'll compute the total income, and so here we have to compute the total income and amount of tax payable for this cooperative society. So see the question under that. So with this information we have to find the taxable income. So here the information given is income from manufacturing and market of fruit products 1,80,000. So this is a business income we have to take under section 28, as well as they can claim deduction under section 80p for this income. Interest on deposit with Central Cooperative Bank. So this is the income taxable under the head income from other source, and again they can claim deduction under section 80p for this interest on deposit with cooperative society. So the first item is income from manufacturing. So it is a business income. So this is second one is the interest income. So it is taxable under the head income from other source, and for this they can claim deduction under section 80p. Next, income from other business. So this is the income from the business. So we have to take under the head business income. We have to take under the head business income section 28. So that is the full value we have to take 1,48,000. Again they can claim deduction under section 80p. So that is if a cooperative society is engaged in any other businesses, in any other activities, then they can claim deduction maximum 50,000. If it is a consumer cooperative society, then they can claim deduction up to 1 lakh. So here they can claim deduction of rupees 50,000 because it is not a consumer cooperative society. Next, income from collective disposal of labor of its member. So this is the income from collective disposal of labor. It is taxable under the head business income, and again they can claim deduction under section 80p. Interest received on securities. So this is a taxable under the head income from other source. Long-term capital gain is rupees 1,25,000. This is taxable under the head capital gain, and no deduction can be claimed. Rent received from house property. So the rental value we have to take rental income is taxable under the head income from house property section 22. So here they have given rent received. So we have to apply the so this rent received is nothing but gross annual value. So we have to find what is the final income from house property, that is apply standard deduction. Income from lottery 1,12,000 is taxable under the head income from other sources. No deduction can be claimed. Dividend from Indian company 1,08,000. So this is a dividend from Indian company. So it is exempt under the head income from other source. So with the help of this information we have to compute the taxable or a total income of a cooperative society, and on that income we have to pay the tax payable. So we'll see the solution. We'll calculate the solution now. So now write the solution, write the heading computation of total income and tax liability of a cooperative society for the assessment year 2020-21. So 3 column particulars and 2 amount column. Under that first section is section 22 income from house property. So in the question they have given rent received from house property, so that is 1,10,000. So that is nothing but gross annual value. From gross annual value they can deduct the deduction municipal tax paid. So in this question they have not given about the municipal tax paid, so it is nil. So the gross annual value is nothing but the annual value here. Next we have to deduct standard deduction and interest on loan. So there is no interest on loan given in this question. So the standard deduction at 30% we have to calculate on annual value. So that is 1,10,000 into 30% is equal to 33,000. So if you deduct, we will get 77,000 as a taxable income from house property. So the next section is section 28, that is relating to income from business. So we have to take one by one. That is first one, income from manufacturing and market of fruit products. So this is a business income. Next business income from other business. So this one we have to take full. Income from collective disposal of labor, 1,16,000 we have to take. So there is no other business income. So 3 items, income from manufacturing and marketing of fruit products, 1,80,000. Income from other business, rupees 1,48,000. Income from collective disposal of labor, 1,16,000. So the total it will be 4,44,000. Next head is section 45 is relating to capital gain. So relating to capital gain they have given is long term capital gain. So the value is 1,25,000. So that long term capital gain we have to take under the section 45. So that is 1,25,000. Next is the section 56 income from other source. Under that we have interest on deposit with Central Cooperative Society, 1,16,000. Then interest received on securities, 1,09,000. And the next one is income from lottery, 1,12,000, and dividend from Indian company, so that is exempt. So we have 4 items, that is interest on deposit with Central Cooperative Society, 1,16,000. Interest received on securities, 1,09,000. Income from lottery, rupees 1,12,000. Dividend from Indian company is exempt. So the total it comes to 3,37,000. So if you add all the heads of income, we will get the gross total income is equal to 9,83,000. So from gross total income, deduction can be claimed, that is deduction under section 80. So here there is no other deduction except ATP. So there is only one deduction, that is ATP deduction relating to income from cooperative society. So the deduction under section ATP can be claimed for all these income, but here the GTA, see the GTA value 9,83,000. So the income from house property or a property income cannot be claimed deduction under section ATP because GTA is more than 20,000. Next deduction under section ATP is this one, income from manufacturing and market of fruit products, 1,80,000. Income from other business, so here we have to take 50,000. Income from collective disposal of labor, 1,16,000. So 3 items. Again in the income from other source we have to take interest on Central Cooperative Societies, 1,16,000. So there is no other deduction. So total 4 deduction we have to take here, 1,80,000, 50,000, 1,16,000, 1,16,000. So the total it will be 4,62,000. So if you deduct the deductions under section 80 from GTA, we will get taxable total income. So that is 5,21,000. On this total income, the cooperative society has to pay the tax. So in this question they have given long term capital gain 1,25,000. So first we have to compute tax on this 1,25,000, that is at 20%. Next on the balance income we have to apply the tax slab, that is first 10,000 10%, next 10,000 20%. So on balance 30%. After that we have to add education cess at 4%, we will arrive at tax liability. So the tax liability you have to compute, and along with that compare with the AMT. So the tax liability will comes 1,46,432. Work out by yourself. See the next illustration number 4. See the question. I'll read out the question. From the following information, compute the total income of a rural cooperative society and its gross tax liability. So under that, first one is profit from cycle business 70,000, dividend from another cooperative society rupees 10,000, income from house property rupees 50,000, long term capital gain rupees 7,000, interest on securities rupees 30,000, income from lottery rupees 20,000. So with this information we have to compute the total income of a rural cooperative society and its gross tax liability. So the first item is profit from cycle business 70,000. So it is taxable under the head business income. Section 28 business income 70,000. Again they can claim deduction under section 80P for the profit from cycle business, that is the income from other business. Profit from cycle business is nothing but it is income from other business. It is not income from cooperative society, but it is income from other business, that is a cycle business. So here they can claim maximum 50,000 deduction for this. If it is a consumer cooperative, then they can claim 70,000, but here it is not a consumer cooperative society, so 70,000 we have to take. Next, dividend from another cooperative society. So this is a dividend from another cooperative society is taxable under the head income from other source. Again they can claim deduction under section 80P for this, that is because it is a income from another cooperative society. Next is income from house property. So this is a final computed value. So it is taxable under the head section 22 income from house property. So if GT is less than 20,000, then we can claim deduction for this. Long term capital gain 7,000 is taxable under the head capital gain. Interest on securities 30,000 we have to take under the head income from other source. Income from lottery we have to take under the head income from other source. So with this information we have to compute the total income as well as tax liability. Now we'll see the solution. Write the heading computation of total income of a rural cooperative society for the assessment year 2020-21. So the 3 column, draw 3 column, particulars and 2 amount column. So under that we have first section is section 22, that is income from house property. So here income from house property how much? 50,000. So we have to take under the head section 22 income from house property 50,000. So the next head is section 28, that is about business income. So relating to business income we have profit from cycle business, only one business income, so that is 70,000 is given. Profit from cycle business 70,000 is taxable under the head section 28. Next we have the capital gain, that is long term capital gain 7,000. So capital gain, long term capital gain 7,000 we have to take. Next we have the head section 56 income from other source. Under that we have to take dividend income, then interest income and lottery income. So these income we have to take under the head income from other source. So the total value will be 60,000. So the total value will be 60,000. So if you add these 4 heads of income, the GTA will be 1,87,000. GTA will be 1,87,000. So from GTA we have to deduct the deductions under section 80. So here we have the deductions. So the first see here the first deduction we have to see. First one is house property income. So property income 50,000 can be deductible only if GTA is less than 20,000. So 50,000 cannot be deducted. Next business income. So 70,000 is given, that is from cycle business. So that is the income from other business. So maximum 50,000 can be claimed. Income from other business, that is the cycle business, nothing but cycle business. So that is maximum limit is 50,000 can claim. Next income, profit income over, long term capital gain cannot be claimed. Next is a dividend from another cooperative society, 10,000 can be deductible under section 80P. Then interest on security, income from lottery, these are not the income from cooperative society, so we cannot take. So if GTA is less than 20,000 we can claim deduction for this, even interest on security. So the income from So the deduction under section 80P total is 50,000 plus 10,000 equal to 60,000. So if you deduct this deduction from the from gross total income, it will be 1,27,000. So that is taxable total income, it will be taxable total income, it will be 1,27,000. So on this total income we have to calculate the tax liability. So that is here we have long term capital gain. So first we have to tax on this long term capital gain, then on balance amount we have to apply the tax slab. So the tax liability calculate by yourself.